Hi, future Huskies. This is Mrs. Hanson with some scheduling information. I know we weren't able to meet with you in person, but we do want you to understand that we know you want to pick your classes for next year, and so I'm going to give you some quick information today. First off, I want you to know who your counselor is. We have Miss Alexander, Miss Mealy, Mr. Heflin, and myself. I'm Mrs. Hanson. Before we pick your classes, we want you to understand high school graduation. There are certain requirements. In order to graduate, you must earn credits. Every class you take is worth 5 credits per semester. In order to receive those 5 credits for a class, you must earn a grade of D or higher. But a D does not show proficiency, so we really do expect you to earn grades of C's or higher in all of your classes. You must earn at least 220 credits in these specific classes by the end of your senior year in order to graduate. We want you to graduate, but we also expect you to be ready for college. Whether you decide to go straight to a 4-year college or not is up to you and your family, but we do expect you to be ready when you graduate from South Hills High School. Colleges have certain requirements, and they're similar to the graduation requirements. But in order to meet the college entrance prerequisites or requirements, you must earn a grade of C or higher in all of your college prep classes. This is what we hand out to students, and you can get a copy of it once we return to school. These are our requirements. On one side, you'll see the subject area. In the center, you'll see the graduation requirements, and on the right, you'll see the college readiness, or what we call the A through G requirements. Most of the requirements are very similar. You'll notice credits are required for graduation, but colleges require years. So for social science, you get 3 years of history to graduate, but only 2 years required for college. For English, it's 4 years no matter what. For math, you have 20 credits required for graduation, but for college readiness, you have to complete at least 3 years and get through Math 3. Realistically, every student at South Hills takes 4 years of math. You also have a science requirement, 2 years, 1 year of biological science, 1 year of physical science. Then when it comes down to language other than English, to graduate, you just need 1 year of language or art, but we expect you to meet the requirements of 2 years of the same language and 1 year of art. When you get to electives, you'll notice that it requires 80 credits for graduation. A lot of students tend to freak out about that, but it is not an issue if you pass all of your classes. Anything you take over and above the minimum counts as elective credit. For example, that extra year of Spanish or language that you take, those count as electives. The extra year of math, the extra year of science that most of you will take will all count as electives. And then for graduation, you have to complete a physical education class. Down at the bottom there, you'll see California School Dashboard College and Career Indicator. Those are things that you also must do in order to be considered college and career ready by our state, and we'll address those more in future years. Some things to think about when you're selecting your classes. All 9th grade students must take 7 classes. Ask yourself, do you want to take honors classes? Are you going to need some extra support in English or math? What language do you want to study? What electives interest you? And are you interested in playing any sports or joining the band? For those of you that are thinking about honors, AP, IB classes, we want you to be ready to commit. You need to be an independent learner, willing to read, learn, ask questions, do some research on your own, and come to class ready and prepared. All homework requirements are, we expect you to complete all of your homework as assigned. We expect you to be in class prepared for all tests and exams. By taking an advanced course, you have to understand it does not guarantee you an A or a B. And you have to be willing to take some suggestions, some coaching, some critique from your teacher. And then those of you who are involved in activities or things outside of school, you need to be able to balance that as you take your classes. Lastly, we want to talk about international baccalaureate classes. These are during 11th and 12th grade, but we want you to be preparing by taking honors and AP level courses in 9th and 10th grade to prepare you to take the international baccalaureate courses during 11th and 12th grade. IB is considered our most rigorous coursework that we can offer at South Hills High School.